Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today, man, we have another hot one for you. We're going to be breaking down and showing you all, and yes, I said all, of the current stats that I have collected from Kingdoms 5 through 8, which could be leading into SS2, which is going to be the second merged kingdom comprised of those four kingdoms, right? Remembering that SS1 is comprised of kingdoms 1 through 4. And so I'm going to give you an update. Finally, Kingdom 8 had, I believe in the last Augerstone chapter, had made it so we can now see all of the alliance rankings. So even though I'm just showing you my account here at SS1, I'm going to be switching over here in a sec, and we're going to break down all of the stats. We're going to show you which server is on top right now, the top 25 alliances. We'll show you players. We'll show you merits. We'll show you RSS gathered. It's going to be if you're just trying to get the full state of affairs on statistical breakdowns for these four kingdoms, we're going to show that to you. And then I'm also going to be planning on doing this for each set of four kingdoms. And then we'll be doing a kind of big, top 25 as we end up getting either some more merged kingdoms and or once I just feel like doing my big top 25 one again. I just figured instead of breaking this up into a bunch of videos, I might as well just come out and do it once, because as more kingdoms start coming out faster, it's going to be just too much. I'm going to have hundreds of videos basically just queued up. It's going to take too long. Yeah, do I want to milk this for some more content and possibly YouTube money? Sure. But you know what? Because I'm easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, we're just going to give it to you like this. Okay. Before we then show you everything, as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you sub, like, ring the notification bell. If you want to join and be a part of our conversation, hit up the Discord. You can find a link to that in the pinned comment description right down below. All right, let's go ahead and get this dynamite of a party crack-a-lackin', if you know what I mean. Okay, so here we go. I got everything sorted. We're going to break it down. We're going to start, as you can see here, right? So we're going to start with top servers from these four, right? Again, Kingdom 5 through 8s. We're going to do, and again, I want to point out that this data was collected, at least as of recording this video. It is the 9th. So this data was recorded about 20 hours ago, right? So that'd be the evening time on January 8th, and it was all gathered within an hour and a half to 2 hour window, right? So the margin for error is very minimal, right? For seeing generous power spikes during that period, very unlikely. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start off talking about the top servers. We'll do alliances, we'll do personal power, we're going to do personal merits, we'll do alliance merits, server merits, and RSS gathered, right? So we got 7 categories here. I'm going to break down each one for you, and then we might do another one of these right when the kingdom ends, before they go into SS1, and I'll even reach out to players there from these kingdoms as well to maybe just get their take on how are things adding up, is there any drama, which kingdoms are unified or not, why we're trying to maybe give you a state of affairs too as well, because you know me, I like showing off content from other kingdoms to give you as the community a wider and broader approach and perspective on learning the game overall, and not just thinking that your kingdom is the kind of one-all, be-all way of doing things and or looking at how we approach the game. Okay, so here we go for top kingdoms. Right here within the SS2 grouping set, we got, again, you can see 5, 6, 7 pretty much in a row. However, I want to point out that Kingdom 6, and even if we look at the kingdom opening times, right? So we got 5, 6, 7, 8. If I go to, hang on, I can't do that here. Where is my, bam, let's do this, right? Man, I am killing it right now. Let's do this. Let's minus that. Okay, here we go. Might as well do it like this. So if we show kingdoms, this is my everything COD spreadsheet. Again, you'll find a link to this in the comment description below. We can see kingdoms 5 through 8 right here. These kingdoms opened up within, right, 12 days of each other. You have a close grouping for 5 to 6, which opened up a day apart, and then 7 and 8 opened up 2 days apart, right? But 12 days apart is how that goes. So when you're looking at the numbers here, right, 8 is really close to passing 7. They have a 2-day gap. You have a 1-day gap between 5 and 6, but the gap between 5 and 6 in total power is a little bit larger, right? You have, this is the number 1 alliance power in each of these kingdoms, and you have the number 7 alliance power. And then we have the range. The range is basically what's the power gap between number 1 and number 7. We account for the top 7 alliances. Why? Because there's 7 starting Zone 1 regions. And so this just kind of shows you how it looks right now. Like I said, we'll do one more towards the end, but this just kind of gives you, somewhat of an idea on how they're looking currently. And if it helps at all to put this into context, which I now have to look, and I'll let you guys know this one once I have my instance loaded up here. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the top alliances. So here's the top 25 alliances right now in these 4 kingdoms. At the top, we got BDL Blood Legion, right, coming in at almost 600 mil from server 5. We got Zod's Order of Zodiacs, 542 mil. Number 2 right there from Kingdom 5, right? So you got the top 2 spots from 5. And then we got GOD, God Holy Grails, 540 mil, number 3. Hawk Warrior Honor, 403 mil, number 4. Top 5 for HOW, Hunters of War, 332 mil. And then, again, we got Myth, Glorious Mythic, 306. Fangs of Fenrir, 275, coming in at number 7. So, again, right, this is just kind of rounding out the top 25. Now, looking at some interesting pieces here, we have, if you look, 5, right, let's do some number crunching. Would have been nice probably to do this beforehand, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So, within the top 25, right, we have 3... How many, what did I just count? What is that, 8? I think so, right? So you got, right, 5, we have 8. And I probably could put this, bang this out over here like that. But, so we'll do this. K5, 8 alliances. From 6, we got what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So K6, we have 7. And then from 7, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 from K7. And then whatever the last... we'll just count it the old-fashioned way. Math's hurting my face. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. So K8, 5. All right, so that kind of gives you the numbers on how many alliances are in the top 25. And again, right, decent numbers when you're looking at this compared. Now, in the early stages... Right, if I can give, let me see here if I have, where's my stuff here? I think I have top stats. Let's do this, right? This is my drive, so let's do top stats. I'm going to bang this bad boy out. So if we look at top stats right now in CoD, right? This is from pretty early on when I was taking some early data collection, right? And 1010 is probably the best indicator, really. So if we look at 1010, and then we go back to kingdoms as an example, right? So that's 1010, that's October 10th, right? So you have September, October, right? That means that these kingdoms were up for about a month, I guess you could say, right? Because you're thinking the first 4 kingdoms that came up September, October, November, right? So you're looking at these ones kind of middle end of September. And then we look at the top stats and you're looking at kind of beginning, middle of October. So you're looking, 25 days or so that occurred. And you're seeing these types of numbers from the first 4. However, what's more relevant is looking at these ones, right? Kingdoms 2 through 4. And then you compare that, right? So you're looking at 1010 from 2 through 4. We look at kingdoms, right? That's September 16th to the 20th. And then you're saying, okay, well, how many days is that if I'm kind of like what? So you got, oh, hang on, I'm looking right here, right? So you're looking at, what was that, 16, 17, 18, right? So 16 in September, if we look at that. 16, that'd be 14 days, right? So 2 weeks plus 10, you're looking at about, what, 24? So you're looking at a range of 20 to 24 days that the first 4 kingdoms, kingdoms 2 through 4, were able to get to these power levels, right, within 20 to 24 days. Then you look at the other alliance, you look at these ones, right, which, again, we're pulling from 1-8 for kingdoms 5 through 8. Kingdoms 5 through 8, if you look at it now, right, you have a 12-day gap, December 5th through the 17th, but today's the 9th, right? So you're looking over a month for kingdoms 5 through 6, And then on 15 through 17, you're looking at what? 15-9. It's pretty much about the same, right? But except a little bit longer of a window. So then you take a look and you say, okay, well, right, if you look at the top kingdoms, well, this is actually somewhat comparable on these ones, right? You're seeing 2.2 bill, 1.9 bill. If you look at this, right, you're seeing 2.2, 1. So again, numbers are somewhat within range, right? I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was very interesting. But anyways, yeah, so here's top alliances that you have right now. Right, Kingdom 5 has 8, Kingdom 6 has 7, then 7 and 8 have 5 within the top 25. Now let's go ahead and take a look at personal power, if we can. So personal power, we have, these are the individual strongest players right now in these 4 kingdoms, right? You have GOD's Burning at 21.8 mil from Kingdom 6, right, holding that number 1 spot. Dope sauce. We got God's OUO here, 21.4 million from Kingdom 6, right? So top 2 players belonging to Kingdom 6. Then we have BDL. Does here at 19 mil, 19 almost 0.1 from Kingdom 5. Fang's Rev, 18.5 mil from Kingdom 6. So you got 3 out of the top 4 from Kingdom 6. Then we got Zod's free-to-play Van the Great, 17 mil from Kingdom 5. Hawk's Baron, 15.6 mil from Kingdom 5. So you can look right here. If you're looking at the top 6, 3 from Kingdom 6, 3 from Kingdom 5. But again, right, you got Kingdom 6 that holds 3 out of the top 4 spots and the top 2 spots overall as well. Then we finally see another Kingdom from 7 or 8 with 8. NVRS Crazy Canuck, 13.6 mil. You got Zods from Kingdom 5, 13.5 mil. Or sorry, Theron. We got Hawk, this individual, because I don't know their name, 12.7 mil from Kingdom 5. BDL, Sinreal, 10.7 from Kingdom 5. And then the top player from Kingdom 7 is Just Infinity, right, from NH at 8.6 mil. So again, right, just kind of show you some of the top spots here from players, right? If we look at how many do we have, let's look real quick. Let's just do some counting. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So from Kingdom 6, we got 6. Right, so K6, you got 6. We do got to do K5, so let's do this. K6, do like this. Let's go up. We'll do K5, and we'll find out that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. Okay. That is not bad, right? You got 11 players from Kingdom 5. I'm sure that's going to be the most. And let's look at 7. So we got 1, 2, 3. So you got 3 players here, right? K7. Oops. Let's do this. 3. And then Kingdom 8. So let's look at there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. So Kingdom 8, you got 5. So Kingdom 5 right now, the most. But, I mean, again, you think about Kingdom 5, Kingdom 6 is pretty close. And the thing, so this is interesting. Kingdom 5 has 11 of the top 25 players in their kingdom. But Kingdom 6 has, 3 out of the top 4? Again, that's not bad. And they have 6 out of the top 14. If you look at it like that. Kingdom 5 has 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 out of the top 14. Right? So pretty close there when you're looking at that. Again, we'll have to see how that plays out in the top power. Right? But that's pretty cool to see. Let's look at personal merits. So personal merits, we have at the top, right, pretty intense. Right? You got BDL does... here at 1.9, almost 2 mil for merits. I mean, again, wild. You got Hawks, this player, 707K merits. Then we got BDL Madagatos, 651K merits. You got Zod's Theron, 650K merit. We got Zod's free-to-play Van the Greats, 514K merits. Zod's Makovex, 436K merit. I mean, look, you got the top 6 spots here are Kingdom 5 players. So doing a lot of PvP, right? And then we see the first from 8 is at number 7, FL8 Ares at 302K. Then we got NH Fuijin, if I'm saying that correctly, 298K. And then the first from number 6 is God's Beast at 297K. So let's look real quick. How many from 5? We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow. So from Kingdom 5, we got 15 players. From 6, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got 4. How about 7? 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 from 7. Oops. I'm going to be honest. If I could type things appropriately. 8, we got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 from 8. Okay. So there you go. That's your breakdown right there on how it looks, right? Kingdom 5, a bunch of fighters in there. Who knows what's going on? I need to get in there to hear the story, right? Because again, sometimes, it doesn't mean, they can be unified. Maybe they're just fighting between a couple of alliances. Maybe it's friendly. Maybe it's not, right? Those are just things we don't know. Then let's look at alliance merits, right? This kind of tells us, right, which alliances are doing the most fighting, right, between these 4 kingdoms. So you got at the top 2 spots, right, from Kingdom 5, you got BDL Blood Legion at 10 mil. We got Zod's Order of the Zodiacs at 7.7 mil. Kingdom 6, GOD, God Holy Grails at 4.2 mil, maybe 4.3 if we round. We got Hawk Warrior Honor at 3 mil, 3.1. Myth Glorious Mythic, 2.8, 2.9 mil. And then we got, when we see NH, New Santara Hunter, 2.5, 2.6 mil. T-God Topi Jerami, if I'm saying that right, 2.8, 2.6 mil. And then top for 8 is FL8 Flyleaf Cafe at 2.2 mil, right? So that kind of rounds out the top 8, but trying to include 1 alliance from each kingdom. Now let's look at how many of the alliances, right, break here for each. So we got 1, 2, 3... 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So from Kingdom 5, we have 6. Let's look at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. You know what I mean to do that? There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, wow. Okay. So for Kingdom 6, we have 8. How about 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7. How about 8? So 5. Okay, 8. Okay, so Kingdom 6 having more alliances that are doing PvP. Now, I don't know how much you can really factor in, and I want to point this out, right? I mean, obviously the one's lower, right? If maybe you're below a mil. But at this point, because of still how early the kingdoms are, I mean, I still consider that to be a decent amount of fighting, right? So Kingdom 6 kind of taking the top spot there. Now let's look at an interesting thing, which is server merits. That's basically where we combine the top 7 alliances from each kingdom, and we look at their alliance merits and combine them to give us a scope on server merits, right? This kind of tells us lightweight what that kingdom's PvP potential is. And remember, these are early numbers too as well. So when you're looking at this, it kind of tells a similar story. Same thing with the power rankings, right? Kingdom 5 doing a lot of PvP, right? They're almost, if you combine 6 and 7, maybe if they keep the PvP up, right, they'll probably exceed that. So Kingdom 5 doing a lot, 23.1, 23.2 million right now in server merits. Kingdom 6 at 14.7, 14.8 rounded. Server 7, or Kingdom 7, 10.2. Kingdom 8, 6.4. And you can see here the ranges too as well, like the number 1 alliance and then the last alliance and how much they've done, right? So Kingdom 6 having a little bit closer of range just because of the 512. Well, I guess you'd have to probably do the math exactly, so I probably shouldn't say that much. But it does go to show you, right, which kingdom is doing the most PvP right now. Then lastly, we're going to give a shout out to the RSS Gathered players, right? AKA my free-to-play homies. Well, again, I don't know if everyone's free-to-play, but I like to think that this is more of a free-to-play category. And so because of that, I like this category, a little bit more than the other ones, in my opinion. Just because I think that it is more inclusive. Or I should say can be more inclusive. Now, whether or not anyone on this list is free-to-play, that's my hope. I just don't know. Right? Let me state that as well. So, going top down, you got the number 1 most RSS gathered player in these 4 kingdoms, which is BDL's Ash at 590.2 mil, almost there at 600 mil. So a lot. Again, from Kingdom 5, BDL's Daddy, 510.4 mil. From Kingdom 5, BDL's Kali, 496 mil. From Kingdom 5, Zod's Moin at 465 mil from Kingdom 5. So top 4 from Kingdom 5. We got one from 7 here, Myth Hana at 414 mil, almost 415. Icon here from Zod's 401 mil, Kingdom 5. BDL's Ptolemaika? I think the P's silent. 378 mil from Kingdom 5. And then let's look for some others. So we got top from 6 is God's Holy Spirit. What time I think about that? That's intense. 370 mil from Kingdom 6. And no one here from 8. I just want to point that out. So you have one player from Kingdom 7 is here at number 5. No one from 8. And pretty much the bulk here is comprised of 5 and 6. Seems like a little bit more 5 than 6, but again, 6 would be second, and then 7, right, third, just with their 1. So again, a lot of gatherers here on this, and whether you want to argue this maybe factors into higher average city hall levels. I mean, there's maybe some other types of data we can extrapolate, but if anything, I just wanted to show this off, right? So hope you guys enjoyed. This is what I want to hear now, right? If you got some stories, you got some context you want to give on how your kingdom is doing, let me know in the comments down below. I'm still going to try and come through each of the kingdoms to just hear how things are going internally within each kingdom, as we get closer to that SS1, or I should say SS2 happening. And I'm looking right now at Kingdom 5. I'm just taking a look right now on my side screen here. I can probably show this right here, right? So we can see seasonal, right? They got 34 days left until their Titan's Legacy finishes. So that's something to look out for. We'll have to see exactly when 8 is going to be ending theirs, but I'm sure it might be a couple days longer if it's not around the same. I hope that this was enjoyable. I hope everyone here liked seeing me just kind of go through, even though it's a little bit longer of a video. Again, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to make 7 individual videos on this, and then once it gets to global release, it's just going to be kingdoms are going to be coming out too fast. But I also want to ask, what did you guys think about me comparing these 4 kingdoms to kingdoms 2 through 3, right, at their stage of development for how long they were at? That to me seems like it's a nice baseline marker if anyone cares to kind of see how their set of 4 kingdoms is doing versus the previous set or an original set, so to speak. So, and then I actually just loaded up Kingdom 8. I'm just taking a look and seeing what their seasonal is at. So theirs is actually, you can see here, at 46 days. So we're going to have to wait, most likely at least 46 and a half days until this group of 4 kingdoms will get to their Season 2. And if you think about 46 days from now, we're already going to be in global release is already going to have happened. So this will be even more interesting to look at these 4 sets of kingdoms to see how it plays out for Season 2 for them. Will it be on a new map? Will it not? Will it kind of be on the SS1 Plus map that we're seeing from the SS1 kingdom, right? So kind of that interim period before they end up revealing the new map. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed, right? That is always my biggest win, is that you guys like looking at the data, you like looking at when I compare it, you like when I break it down and just present it to you in hopefully a nice, unique, and eloquent way. And yeah, so as always, let me know anything and everything in the comments down below. That is going to be it for me. I am out. I'll catch you later. Until next time.